Hello, 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 hello. Let me turn away from the light so it's not as bright and make sure I'm not rolling over any kitties. Okay, hi, it's Kamilah Rose from the Bliss Institute, and I'm back today with a full moon and Aquarius reading for every sign. So, if you haven't watched this before, this is how I do it for my online live readings. There's a general card for the energy, and then I pull a card for each sign. You can catch the full astrological breakdown of what's going on in the stars during the full moon on the website, on the blog, theblissinstitute.org. And then I'll have a meditation that should be up by Friday. So you can fully get into the feel and the feeling of the full moon in Aquarius. No, about the full moon in Aquarius. I was going to focus on the whole epiphany moment and the flash of lightning and inspiration. And then I saw that someone I know had their partner recently pass, and I was like, you know what, in this time and all the things that are going on, there's another aspect of Aquarius that I would like to focus on, and that is hope. And so our meditation will be about hope and how that comes forth and how we see that in Aquarius. So anyways, we'll get to that soon though. All right, so our general card for this full moon is going to be the Princess of Wands. Also, I am using the Tarot Illuminati deck. This is the prettiest deck I feel like I've ever seen. I got it at a metaphysical store in Houston while I was there visiting. I'm from Houston, but I don't live in Houston now. And it's got the gilded, and it's got a very ornate, intricate design. And I love it. I love the colors. Everything about it is very dramatic, very ornate, and I love it. So anyways, back to the reading. So we have the Princess of Wands. So energetically for this full moon in Aquarius, we are still coming out of the Leo energy. We're still in Leo season. We're still feeling that kind of get up and go, but it has, I feel, slowed a bit. And it feels very new. Maybe some of those projects that you were really interested in working on, now you can actually do so with the completion of Mercury retrograde. And so you're starting to feel some of that movement, feel some of that desire to do more, that lust for life kind of waking up a little bit. I honestly, though, do feel like those brakes are they're not gonna slam. I think it's going to become more stable. So instead of it being like this rush of energy that Leo season can bring to us, like Virgo is a very steady, smooth, just steady, like a beat, like a drum beat that's just like the heart beats, and it just is continuous, and it's reliable. And I think that's going to be the energy that we're going to feel going into Virgo season, and we're going to really want to get into those routines and schedules. School just started back, at least here in Texas it did. It's starting back this week. It's starting back next week. I'm sure it's starting back across the country over the month, over the next month. And so we're really going to be moving back into that schedule, having a system, having a process, and like it's going to start to kind of even out that keel of all the ups and downs of Cancer Leo season to kind of round this out before we move into Libra season and the balancing occurs and the scales are weighed. So let's really step into this Princess of Wands energy. Let us feel that fresh fire within us that's burning and calling us to do new things and to explore and to take those steps to start initiating the things that make us feel alive. So now we have Aries. Now Aries, you've got the 5 of Swords. We have a nice man here, and he's holding his swords. He's got 2 swords. Put it up here. He's got 2 swords on the ground. He's got 3 swords in his hand, and he's gone through a battle, and he's victorious. But there's been a lot of hard work and loss in this. And so I think, Aries, you are in a space now where, yes, you want to move forward. Yes, you will move forward. Yes, you are on the path to getting all the things that you want. It's just that the work that's had to come from that has been stressful and it's been hard, but you have come out on top in the end. And maybe there are some relationships that need to be mended and to be examined, not in the sense of maybe rekindling them or restarting them, but just in closing them in general. I don't believe that we always need closure, but this card indicates that there may be some relationships that need repair, that have come out of this last new moon in Leo, full moon in Aquarius kind of cycle. And especially coming out of that Cancer season. So then we have Taurus with the Prince of Cups. So this is going to be a young masculine energy. So it's going to be a masculine feeling energy. So what does that mean? It's going to mean that this is going to be an energy that is based on outward input. So this is going to be you wanting to express yourself, wanting to be seen, wanting to feel comfortable, wanting your surroundings to reflect your internal state. So if you're feeling sensual, you will want sensual things around you: candles, soft blankets, comfortable furniture, food that is delighting of the senses. You'll want sensual things. If you're feeling very steadfast and like you really want to get work done, then you're going to clean your desk off, and it's going to just be items on your desk that are related to really getting your things done. Your outside will reflect your inside. And this also includes that you'll be getting some messages that are really going to be calling for you to be able to connect to like the masculine side of perhaps setting some firm boundaries, of being forthright and stating where you stand, how you feel, what you believe in, and taking that strong stance. Geminis, we have the Eight of Pentacles. Do the work. Do the work. Do the work. Do the work. There's going to be a lot going on with a lot of different people. Do not get distracted. Focus on your craft. Focus on your skills. Focus on your goals. You have a lot of great things that are already happening for you. You have a lot of great things that are already coming to you, and they are dependent solely upon what you want to put into it. So what you put into it is what you will get out of it, and you will see that that is multiplied. It will be multiplied. So do, even if all you can do is to get out of bed and show up, you will be rewarded for that. So just do the work. Then we have Cancer. Cancer, you have the King of Wands in reverse. All right, Cancers. I feel like Cancers sometimes have a rough time, and I don't think they necessarily deserve it. But Cancers, a King of Wands is someone who is very much so in power. They know what's going on. They have a plan. They're following through with it. They are able to strategize. They are very creative, and they are very confident. They have a fiery energy about them where no one's going to stand in their way. No one's going to cross them. They are just like, they run things. When that's in reverse, to me, it signifies that maybe there's some self-confidence issues going on right now. That Cancer needs something that's going to build them up. I suggest that you go and you find the things that you are naturally talented at, and that you focus on those, and that you use those to propel and to build up your self-confidence so that you are able to move differently in spaces. Because when you don't have that internal sense of self-confidence, what happens is you project that outwards. And so people pick up on that, and they sense that you have built the Cancer shell, this shell around you to kind of protect you from what's going on with others. But that vulnerability that you have is part of your strength. And when you retreat to your shell, not to be able to, hello, Hinek, hello. When you retreat to your shell, not to revive yourself, not to create a warm, safe space for others to come to. Your Aquarius melt. We'll get to Aquarius. It's your full moon, so you guys are doing pretty well. And I think I mentioned earlier from the UK, I mentioned earlier that I was very interested in Alex. Hi. So we have a Virgo. We'll get to Virgo too, because I think Virgos are doing well as also. That I wanted to take a look at a kind of different. I feel like a lot of the discussion about Aquarius is going to be about the epiphany, the moment of inspiration, the creativity, the ingenuity, like all of those things, and how we're moving out of some of the spaces we've been in. But I wanted to talk about the tarot card that's associated with Aquarius is the star card. So it's about hope. Alex is from nice Aruba. How's that? That sounds lovely. Much better, I'm sure, than it is here in Texas, where it's like hell. Anyways, I wanted to talk about Aquarius as the sign of hope and as the sign of ingenuity and moving forth in our energetic world. So I'm gonna get to that later though. Cancers, go find what works for you. Hold on to that, latch on to that, use that to change what's going on with you externally. All right, so Leo's got the King of Swords. You are very much so using your voice. You are feeling very creative as far as philosophical. You want to talk about things. You want to get your words out. You want to share your ideas, and you have great ideas that are coming forth. You are feeling quite confident in your intellectual space. Like, you feel like there's no question of your thoughts. Like, there's no questioning, okay, is this what I should be doing? Is this not what I should be doing? Am I where I need to be in life? Am I doing the thing? Nah, you're not going through any of that. Right now, you're having these spaces where you're just like, okay, I want to do this and I want to do that, and this is how I'm going to get it done. These are the people I need to talk to. That's the networking. That's the using your friends and your family and the hard work that you've done to be able to make those connections. That's a very like wind like thing, an air like thing, to be able to really go forth and have that very straightforward way of getting things done. It's like a knife cutting through, and knives don't leave a lot of extra flack. They're just like cutting to the point, and that's where you are. So if there's people who are kind of maybe in your way, Leo, you just be like, boo-boo, I don't have time, goodbye. So we're now the Virgos. Oh, Virgos. Okay, maybe I spoke too soon, but I don't think I did. Virgos, you have the Queen of Cups and you have the Queen of Cups reversed. Now, Queen of Cups, right side up, is a feminine energy that's going to be all about receiving and taking in and just being open to all the love and the care and expressing love and care. And they're just a very mature, very motherly energy. And a Queen of Cups, when it's reversed, is indicating that there's some barriers here. Okay, Virgo season's coming, which means we're going to need y'all to help us, because I'm a Libra, so I can speak to this very clearly, that we are not the best at staying organized. And this is, now I'm speaking about everyone, not the best at staying organized. We kind of do like a crappy job of leaving all the cleanup and the sorting to the Virgos, which is why y'all are generally not always happy with how things are going. But we need you. You're really important. And I think that you've got the Queen of Cups reversed because you have a bunch of people wanting to dump things on you. You have people who want to come in and be like, because we're getting out of Cancer season, as in summertime, and Leo season, which is everyone just not wanting to pay any attention to what they're doing and spend money and look pretty. So you have all of that going on, and it's very emotional and a bit frivolous. And that doesn't really work well with what needs to be done heading into fall and to winter. And that needs to kind of be straightened up. And that's where Virgo comes in to straighten all of that out, to like kind of put everybody back on the path. Uganda. Hello, Uganda. I actually, I think I'm saying your name right. Harnek. I actually have no earth signs in my chart. I have one. I have a Neptune and Capricorn. And I say that's literally the only thing that makes me like remotely grounded. Otherwise, I'd just be total, just like whatever. Earth signs are important and we need them. So, Virgo, boundaries. So, Queen of Cups is the cup, right? So she has the cup, she's holding it. You need boundaries. You need good boundaries. You need to be able to tell people, this is not my problem. This is not my work. I am not supposed to be filling up your cup. I need to be filling up my own cup because my season's coming, and then I'm going to have to be doing a lot of the energetic work for everyone around me. So you need to tell people if they're trying to bring you stuff, because that's what people like to do, because Virgos are helpful and because Virgos have a plan. And even if they're going to like tell you about how special you are, when I say special, I mean not bright and intelligent, they're still going to end up like working everything out for you in the end. They're just going to drop the paperwork in your lap at the end of the day and be like, I already did it. But you need to let people know they need to be doing their own work right now, because you need to be focusing on some self-care so that you're not getting stressed out. Yes, boundaries are always important. And I feel like because of all the emotional stuff going on and all the like yay Leo stuff that's going on, that y'all are going to get dumped on, and that's not fair, nor is it healthy for you. All right, Libras, Queen of Swords. I do feel like Libras are in a good space. We have had a difficult year for quite a bit of time, but now we are expressing ourselves. We're feeling a little bit more comfortable, saying what we need, saying how we feel, talking to people in general, because I think quite a few Libras have been isolating themselves. They've been putting up those swords and trying to keep people out, because when Libras get their feelings hurt, we don't know how to process that. So we just like to pretend like nothing's going on, but then we act really weird. Like we can't really hide it. So we're acting weird and people know we're acting weird, but we're trying to act like we're not acting weird. And it just turns everything into a weird thing until like it all blows over and we actually like get over it and talk about what's going on. And I feel like that's the space we're getting into. I think boundaries will be a theme. Keep this up. Keep up your boundaries. Keep talking about what's going on. Libra season is coming, and those scales will need to be leveled out. And I'm still very curious to see if the trend continues. Uganda said, I'm Scorpio, but I missed. No, you didn't. Scorpio, you're next. I feel like the trend will continue. So I only know this because my birthday is October 16th, but last year we had in the US, we had the trials with I think it was Kavanaugh. We had those trials go on. And then the year before that was the Me Too. That's when all of that stuff blew up, was that week in October. And I'm very curious to see if this trend of like this social media news blitz about like justice and like bringing things out into the light or whatever, allegedly continues, and if we're going to hear more about that, because at least in the US we're heading towards our election and who knows what's going to happen. So I'm just curious to see what's going to go on. There might be some Queen of Swords energy really active come Libra season. Oh yay, Scorpio, you got the 9 of Cups. Okay, so this guy might look a little weird, but like this is a great card to get. This is a card for someone who's like, all right, all the rest of y'all are out here, being foolish and such. And I'm just going to watch, because I have done my work. You can see it behind me. I have built my wealth. I've done the really hard work of getting and building the life that I would like to have. And even if it's not present, like manifested now, you're in an energetic state where you feel closer to it. I would say stay there as much as you can. If people come to you and they're being a bit strange, You welcome them in and you say, would you like something to drink? You want to go out and get some food to eat? You want to go like something festive and fun that makes people feel good. And then if they're like wanting to be all down in the dumps or something, you just need to be like, I'm so sorry. Like, look at this dude. He's like, oh, that's awful. And then he's like, I'm going to go and like sit on my throne. And like, I empathize with you, but I can't go there with you. He said, I'm always energetic. I feel like Scorpios catch a bad rap. I have a lot of Scorpio in my chart, so I'm like, it's fine. I don't really care. I think Scorpios, one thing I found is Scorpios are very intelligent. They're very smart. They like intelligent conversations and wit. And so, and then they're also just like, they can be a little strange, but not in a bad way, but just in the like, what? And then you're like, okay. Like, I don't know. I like Scorpios. I like Scorpio energy. Next card. Oh, Sagittarians. Got the Queen of Pentacles. She is one of my favorites. Sagittarians, got your shit together. Happy, yay. So money is flowing, you're feeling wealthy, you're manifesting things are going your way. It's not stressful. You're not having to do a lot of work. You just need to like stay in the good space and enjoy it while you can and let all the other foolishness that's going on just kind of work its way on out of there. Keep on keeping on, Sagittarius. I'm here for you. Capricorn. We have the Two of Swords. You have a decision to be made. You are trying to balance out and decide whether you should go with your heart or with your mind. I always say when this card comes up to go ahead and put the swords down. You don't have to cut through this decision. Take off the blindfold and look at things realistically. You're a Capricorn. You love reality. You love groundedness. You love like being able to weigh out the pros and the cons of something. You're not going to want to just sit there and make a decision based off of something as arbitrary as your thoughts or your feelings. You need something that's based on facts. So like open your eyes and take a look at the facts and then make a decision. And then we have Aquarius, Ace of Pentacles. Do you have some new things that you'd like to get started on? Do you have some new endeavors or business ideas that you're interested in following up on? This is kind of like a rebirthing energy. So there's something new coming forth for you in the realm of the material. Maybe it's a new house. Maybe it's a new car. Maybe it's a new way to go about managing your finances and budgeting and those connections. So be open to that new energy. It is your full moon. It is a sign that if you have been experiencing some hardships as far as the finances go, that there is a new cycle starting, and that from that new cycle, there is wealth available to you. And lastly, we have Pisces. Oh, my Pisces. Both my parents are Pisces. I'm a Pisces rising. So, like, I look nice, but, like, everything else is Scorpio and, like, fire stuff. So I'm not actually that nice. Five of Pentacles. I know, Pisces, that we like to be dramatic. I know that we like to stay in our heads. I know that we like to think of the worst outcomes so that when we get the good outcome, it feels better and like it heightens the tension to make things more like powerful. I would suggest, though, that you look on the bright side, that you not get all down in the dumps because something didn't turn out the way you wanted it to, because you have to take another path that you weren't interested in, and that you don't stay stuck in that space. Just understand that this is just a moment and that it will pass, and to go through the hardships and keep it moving, keep walking. You'll get to the Six of the Pentacles, and then you'll move out, and eventually you'll make your way to the 10, and then you'll have all of the wonderful things manifesting for you there. So that is all the signs for the full moon in Aquarius coming up. Like I said, I do have the astrological, so like what's going on with the planets, their aspects, how they're interacting with each other. That's up on the blog on theblissinstitute.org. And then I'll have the meditation up on Friday or the channel. So happy full moon in Aquarius. Y'all just like, I don't know, Aquarius has this great energy right now. Like it's really lightening things up because I don't know why, but it felt like at the end, like over the past maybe week or so, things have just felt really heavy. And I think we needed some of that like coldness of Aquarius to be like, hey, it's not that serious. And it's like, oh, okay, yeah, it's not that serious. Oh, it was the drama of the Leo. Okay, so that's what it was. That makes a lot of sense. And so now Aquarius is like, hey, there's a whole other world out there. There's so much more going on. We can't just stay stuck on what's happening with you. Let's go and see what's actually like what we can do to help others. They turned the mirror from the inside to the outside. And then we see like, oh, okay, yeah, we have a larger purpose and things feel lighter. So I'm excited. Y'all have a great day. I will see y'all later. Bye-bye.